everyone, I'm Terra Newell, the real life survivor of Dirty John Meehan, the girl who took him down. And today I'm going to discuss my opinion about Love and Death on Max. I have seen Candy as well, and so I will give my opinion about it all. So, spoil alerts and trigger alerts for anyone that needs it. We are going to be talking about a lot of stuff in this episode here. So it's going to be basically you're going to watch it and you're going to know what happens in a sense. So there is this person, Candy Montgomery, and then she is married. She has a great Christian community. She is friends with Betty Gore, and then she has an affair with Betty's husband, and that is Alan Gore. So Alan and Candy, they started an affair, and I'm not really sure what is true in this show. I'm going to be transparent about that. I looked up a little bit, and I always want to base it on real life, and I want you to know that these shows are made and they have to change a certain amount of things in them in order to actually show them. But because it says this is a true story, I wonder how much they actually changed in this version because of them saying that. Usually they say that it's based on a true story, and so on. So I really wonder how much is accurate in the sense. I don't know if they got Candy's character right. I don't know if they got Betty's character right. I think that it's a really great cast. They have a lot of great players in it. Like they have Elizabeth Olsen, who plays Candy Montgomery. They have Jesse Plemons, who plays Alan Gore. They have Lily Rabe, who is Betty Gore. They have Kristen Riddler, who is Sherry Checkler. That's Elizabeth Olsen / Candy's best friend. They have Patrick Fugit, who's Pat Montgomery, that is Candy Montgomery's husband in the show. And then they have Tom Pelfrey. I don't know how to say his name really well, but he plays Don Croter. He is the lawyer, and he is also married to what's her face, Kaylee Coco, in real life. So they had a baby together. They're really cute. And then there's also Keir Gilchrist, which I actually know him in real life, which is funny. I'm not really friends with him anymore just because he's my ex's best friend. But, this is a really great cast. And I thought that a lot of the shots were really well done. I personally like that they didn't show blood and all that gross stuff to begin with. I'm not gonna lie, at the end, when they did show the unaliving scene, I did have to poke my head out and be like, this is horrific. I can't watch this. I can't even believe that they are showing this. But it is a TV show, and that's what they do. So it's just really interesting. But as a survivor, as someone that had to unalive someone in self-defense, it's really hard to watch that part. And after this, I had to do a little bit of research. She never went to jail. She wasn't, she didn't get acquitted for it. I don't know all the terminology in that sense because I actually never went to trial. But, she was found not guilty in her trial. That's the word. She was found not guilty in her trial, and it was claimed self-defense. So I don't know. I gotta be honest, I just don't know. I think it's interesting, and I want to have a conversation with her because I'm like, what if she was me? But then it's also complicated because she was having an affair with her husband, and she told everyone where she was going. I don't think she planned it in a sense. But who knows? I need to know more of the facts, and I need to know more real life facts. And to me, this is a little bit more ethical than the Candy show on Hulu. I watched both, but I watched the Candy one when it came out. And I really like Jessica Biel too. So it's just interesting. And I think that that character seemed more like not emotionally together, if that makes sense. And this character seemed like a sweet Christian, but she just was bored and wanted to have an affair. And it also talks about a little bit of like the toxic Christianity, where like there's these cult kind of like things in a sense. And so they went to this romantic partnership group for Christians, and people were calling that a cult in the show. And I think if you watch Happy Shiny People, I just watched that, so I was thinking, oh, is that like a Happy Shiny People thing? So there's like a lot of thoughts that go into this episode, or into this show and stuff, and I just don't know. I gotta be honest with you. I just don't know. I don't know if it's ethical. I don't think that the Hulu one is really ethical. I think that that one is very dramatized. I think that that one is a bit more gory than this. But I like the fact that this show didn't start off with gore. That just made me happy. I like that there was more of a storyline to it. I always want to respect the victims, and I wonder if Betty Gore was truly a victim or if it was self-defense. So I just have so many thoughts on this. I'm going to do more research. I also found out that the real Candy Montgomery is a therapist in Georgia. And then I also found out that Alan Gore, he got married right after Betty died. So that's a little weird to me. But then, there's always that fact that there's always women that kind of move in and he's in a vulnerable place. So I don't know. I don't want to judge him for that. I just think it's an interesting factor in it. And that Candy is a therapist now. And so that's why I also want to know more. She also did her practice with her daughter at one point. And so, did this person just have a self-defense thing? Those are my questions. I'm going to do more research on this. I'm going to try to find more information on this, and I will let you guys know some more thoughts soon. But those are my thoughts on the show. And I'll also tell you guys a story about Kier Gilchrist and my trauma, my story later, in a different video. So those are my thoughts on Love and Death. And I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.